level of education, your level of accent, your level of Queen's English, your level of anything you can think of does not equate your level of knowledge, and it does not necessarily guarantee you a better life. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, you might want to start watching from the A of intentional living. That's the awareness of intentional living. So you can gain proper context and clarity into what I will be talking about in this video, because we're currently on a journey, and that is the A to Z of intentional living. And we are on the K of intentional living, and that is the knowledge of intentional living. But if you're an OG, you know how it is. Welcome back. I would love you to stay till the end of the video today, because I have something to share with you. Yes, aside your assignments, yes, I have a good news for you. So I would really love you to watch this video till the end so that you can get the juice out of it. So tell me, how's the journey been for you? I would really love to hear from you, and I would really appreciate if you drop your thoughts in the comment section so that I can know that you are truly following on this journey. And it will give me so much joy to show up for you every week. Yes. So do well to like this video, share with someone you want to see succeed, subscribe if you have not, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Imagine you want to cook a pot of soup and you want that soup to bang, like you want it to really, really bang. What are the things you will do to ensure that that soup bangs? I'm sure the first thing you will do is to put in effort. Now, replace the effort with intentionality. That's one. The next thing you would look out for that soup to really bang is the ingredients that you're going to be using for that soup, right? Yeah, so I would want you to replace the ingredients with the A to Z of intentional living. So that is just the way it is. The intentionality and the A to Z of it. So the intentionality is the effort, while the A to Z is the ingredients. So if you want to create a dream life by design and not by default, you need intentionality, and you need this A to Z to stay in tune, to help you see it from the very beginning till the very end. Although your dream life is ever evolving, there's no end, it's a journey, but it will kickstart you from where you are to where you want to be. Now, I said all those things to say that if you do not intentionally seek knowledge, life will control you instead of you controlling it. You just see yourself following like a linear motion. Everything is garbage in, garbage out. Everything is one way. Everything is this way. Everything is that way. Because you have not taken it upon yourself to intentionally seek knowledge. So everything to you is linear. Everything to you is one way. And that is why you have to intentionally seek it, so that everything you know is not just one way and everything is not linear to you. Why you really need to seek knowledge is simply because knowledge is the compass that guides us towards a life of clarity, a life of purpose, and a life of meaning. If you do not seek knowledge, you might tend not to have a life of purpose, a life of clarity, and a life of meaning. Not to say that you would not have, but I just believe that you might not really play full out because you have limited knowledge to all these things. Staying open to learning, questioning assumptions, and adapting to new insights is what ensures that we remain aligned to our evolving purpose. So you have to constantly be open to learning. You have to constantly question assumptions. You have to constantly adapt to new insights. So you don't just leave yourself to default. You have to be conscious of the design you want to create. And that is why you need to seek knowledge, adapt to new insights, question assumptions, and be open to learning. So what exactly is knowledge? I've said so much, oh, seek knowledge, oh, you have to stay in sync with knowledge, this, that knowledge, that knowledge. What exactly is this knowledge that I'm talking about? Before I talk about what knowledge is, I would like to talk about the prerequisite of knowledge, which is ignorance. So what is ignorance? Ignorance is the absence of truth. And congratulations, everybody was born ignorant. So you don't have to feel bad about being ignorant, or if I say you are being ignorant. Everybody was born ignorant. Now, what is knowledge? Knowledge is the accumulation of truth. Remember, I used the word accumulation. So knowledge is the accumulation of truth. Now, everybody was born ignorant, but everybody has a knowledge base. And it is your duty to ensure that your knowledge base is filled to the brim and up to date. So it's not just filled, but is up to date. Why? Because the update of your knowledge base, the better you can operate in this ever-evolving world. Now, the question is, how often do you update your knowledge base? Yes, you. How often do you update it? Why? Because the knowledge of intentional living means fully updated with life as it happens. Like, think of yourself while you were growing up. The knowledge you had then, is it the same knowledge you have now? That's one. The way things were then, are they still the same way now? The way the world was operating then, is it still the same way it's operating now? I really want you to have a reflection on that. Because if you think through, you would see that what got you here will not get you there. So the knowledge you got while you were growing up got you to probably where you are now. But from where you are now to where you want to get to, you require a different kind of knowledge. And that is the gap. So that is what you have to fill. So if you are able to fill that knowledge base from where you are now to where you want to be, and update it, like ensure that it's up to date, like it's running at par with what is happening now, then you're good to go. And what most people do is, a lot of people equate their level of education to their level of knowledge. So they think, oh, because I am well read, because I am so educated, I speak Queen's English, I can speak. So they think that's the same level, like, of their knowledge. Excuse me, ma. No, it's not the same. Your level of Queen's English, your level of education, your level of accent, your level of whatever does not equate your level of knowledge. So being educated doesn't make you smarter, and it does not guarantee you a better life. It does not even guarantee you your dream life. Because we've been sold, yes. So many people think, oh, you have to go through school, finish with good grades, do everything, cross all the T's and dot all the I's so that you can have a fantastic life. But in my opinion, I don't think that is what will give you a better life. So having all those fantastic grades, yes, it might. I'm not ruling it out that, oh no, what do you mean? Before people come for me to say, oh, what do you mean? So are you saying, no, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying here is your level of education, your level of accent, your level of Queen's English, your level of anything you can think of does not equate your level of knowledge, and it does not necessarily guarantee you a better life. What really makes your life better is the questions you have not yet asked and the answers you have not yet received. Period. And that is why the knowledge of intentional living is very important, because it helps you to learn about the habits, the systems, the tools, the things you need to create that life of your dreams. So to say, a better life. Because the more you seek knowledge, the more you equip yourself with recent knowledge, the better you are at making informed decisions. So the kind of decisions you would make would not be deficient decisions. They would be informed decisions, because you seek knowledge, you equipped yourself with the right kind of knowledge, and the knowledge that is up to date, that is recent, that is happening now, that is working now, then you go ahead to use that knowledge, make informed decision, and create a dream life. Now, what does our GOS says about knowledge? The most anticipated part, right? Yes. What does it say? It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I would also reject thee. Isn't it funny how the GOS has something to say about almost every alphabet on this journey? Have you even tried to think about it like, the GOS has something to say about every alphabet on this journey? Is it saying something to me? Does it mean this thing is really what it is? Is it really speaking to me? Like, are you trying to question that sync? Like, because almost every alphabet has something that we can pull out from the GOS, and they are so in sync. They say it says something exactly about it and what you should do about that particular alphabet. So trust me to give context, right? Yes, I feel like even though it's very explanatory, some people will still not get it. Not because they don't read in between the lines or they have not read it. It's just because they have not thought truly on it. Like, they have not really thought about it. Like, why do I think I am where I am in life now? I can see other people winning. I can see other things happening for people, and I am where I am now. Like, do you think is your destiny, or do you think that is your design? No. You are where you are now because you have left it to default. And that is what the Bible is saying. You have not sought for knowledge. That is why you are destroyed. Because you did not seek knowledge. You lack knowledge. That is why it feels like you're stuck. That is why it feels like nothing seems working for you. So, most people are stuck in life. It's not because the resources are not there, like I would always say. It's not because the opportunities are not there, like I would always say. It's just the deficiency of knowledge. And some people think they know, and they don't know. There's a difference between knowing and knowing. And the funny thing is, some people don't even realize that they don't know. I mean, they don't realize it. They think they know. They think they are so well informed. But the honest truth is they are not. And so many people have allowed their ego to stop them from actually seeking and gaining knowledge. Because even when it's so obvious, even when you see someone that seems to know more than you, because of your ego, you would tend not to want to seek knowledge from that person. You would rather feel like, what's she saying? What does he have to say? What does she have to say? But the moment you realize that this person has an information I don't have, this person seems to know what I don't know, your duty is to seek for that person's knowledge. Your duty is to go after that person and milk their knowledge. Not like milk them dry, but suck from their knowledge. Because that might just be that knowledge that you are going to suck, might be that thing that would liberate you, might be that thing that would give you that wake-up call, might be what will just change everything for you. But because you don't want anybody to make you feel like you don't know, so you don't try to know, or you don't even want to know. Because there's nothing like trying. It's either you want to know or you do not want to know. And so many people do not want to know because they don't want people to feel like, oh, so that she'll feel like I don't know. It's okay not to know. I mean, it's very okay not to know. Everybody was born ignorant. Every goddamn person you see on this earth was born ignorant. Everybody filled their knowledge base, accumulated it. So if you go to someone else from a place of ignorance, it does not make you ignorant. It does not make you less of who you are. So please, I urge you, beginning from today, when you see or feel like someone seems to know more than you, kindly seek out for their knowledge. Try, I don't even like to use the word try. Just seek out for their knowledge, because it's either you do or you don't. That word try is something I don't like to use. And I think most people stop being curious the moment they are done with their education or they finish school, because they feel like, oh, now I have accumulated so much information. But did you accumulate the right information? Have you asked yourself, like, all this information I accumulated from the school, is it the right information? Is it the information that is going to serve me in this world that I am in? So people make assumptions and just say, you know what, because I've passed through school, because I have finished learning, like they would always make us feel like, oh, now because you are a graduate of, you've graduated from the university, you're done learning. So people put an end to their learning because they feel that is where learning stops. No, that learning was for the school system. If you want to understand the world system, you need to learn how the world systems operate. And that is where most people get it wrong. And that is what most people don't know. They think that learning will be applicable in the world system. Maybe and maybe not. But it still boils down to you seeking to know if that learning is applicable or not. And I think as adults, as people who are evolving beings, you shouldn't let a day go by without you seeking for knowledge. And I mean, not like you looking for it everywhere. No, just try to equip yourself with one information or another that is different from what you already know or what you already have. Because really, what separates the rich from the poor is not luck. It's not really being smart. It's not really so much hard work. It is just information. They simply know what you don't know. That is it. Like, it is not rocket science. What separates the rich from the poor is simply because they know what you don't know. They have an information you don't have. So it is your duty to seek for that information they have that you don't have. To know what they know that you don't know. It is your responsibility to do that. And so, beginning from now, you should make a conscious effort. Like I would always say, you should get hyper intentional. So it is your duty to seek for that information that separates the classes in the society. Now, knowledge in the context of intentional living is more than just information. So if you want to really get intentional about the kind of knowledge you want to have, it's more than just information. Yes, information is very important, but it goes beyond information. So it starts with knowing who you are and knowing the clarity of what you want. Because if I say, oh, information, so people will just go out there to seek the wrong information. So before you can go out to even seek the information that would work for you or that will suit you, you need to first know who you are. You need to first get clear on what you want. So it is these things that will then help you to know the kind of information to seek or to get. So you are not just going and seeking for information or every information that does not even pertain to you. You are going to seek for information that is relevant to you, relevant to what you want. So it makes it very easy for you to navigate your life with purpose. Too much of information is not good at the same time. It might just be conflicting each other. So when you have too much of information that is not relevant to you, you won't be able to execute properly. So that is what separates knowledge as a whole and the knowledge of intentional living. So you can see that knowledge as knowledge is a whole word, but the knowledge of intentional living is slightly different, because now you are being deliberate about the kind of knowledge you want and not just a general knowledge. So seeking knowledge with intentionality allows you to make choices that reflect your deepest desires rather than choices on trends or just external validation or societal validation. So when you continue to seek knowledge with intentionality and open yourself up to continuous learning, you unlock the ability to not just live on autopilot, but you live with deep fulfillment. And that is the default and the design. Autopilot is default, while deep fulfillment is design. And that is where the knowledge of intentionality comes to play. It's finally time for the exciting news. Yes, who is excited? So for you to stay intentional on this journey, for you to be accountable on this journey, for you to be in sync on this journey, and for you to feel this journey more, I have decided to put this information and many more into a book just for you. Yes, all these things you've heard on this channel thus far is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, what is going to be in the book will be mind-blowing, and this time around is going to be very personal because you have relatable stories that you can refer to, that you can see and say, okay, now I get it. So that's just the whole idea of the book. This book is everything and more. And I would really, really love you to sign up to join the waiting list. Yes. So because there are so many things that will be coming for those that sign up now to join the waiting list. Discounts, offers, so many things like you do not want to miss. So the best thing you can do for yourself right now is to click the link in my bio to sign up to join the waiting list for the book, or drop book in the comment section and the link will be sent to you directly for you to click and sign up. Yes, so back to your assignment, or should we skip the assignment and wait for the book? Okay, let me give you your assignment this time around. Maybe subsequent videos I'll skip the assignment and keep it for the book so that it builds anticipation for you. So your assignment is to sit down and ask yourself just 3 questions. So the first question is, what do I truly know about myself? That's the first question. The second question is, what areas of my life require deeper understanding? The third question is, how can I seek knowledge that aligns with my aspirations? So you see that the knowledge you're seeking is going to be from a place of knowing and understanding, and not just a generalistic kind of knowledge. I hope you do this assignment and you stay intentional with your actions until I see you in the next video. Peace.